Hello! Welcome back to Lunar Blossoms. My skin is not my Lunar Blossom skin. I am supposed to be a fairy ascending, actually descending from the sky. I haven't actually had the time or the brain to deal with my fairy skin and to remake it. But it's alright. We are back. I had a difficult time transporting this world from Bedrock to Java, and I was really worried that I wouldn't be able to do it. But I was. Apparently, I was. So we are now able to come back and keep building. The bad news are that all of the entities are gone, completely gone. So, you know, we had some NPCs here, a grandma with a little child. Yeah, they're not here anymore. We had, you know, animals inside and NPCs selling things around the place. The whole plan is to download the armor stand mod, figure out how it works, and place some armor stands around and give it life. Also, you see the particles coming down? I managed to update. We are on the new version of Minecraft 1.21.5, and we have some very interesting things to work with. So I had to, because all of the entities disappeared, I had to redo this, design new clothes and place these here. And also I had to put all the animals back, both here and to our pet shop. Our pet shop now has animals again. The other thing that changed and was difficult for me, but I prevailed, was this redstone door. It's working okay. The door opens and closes with whichever button you like to press. Of course, don't spam them. You can get inside and you can close it off if you like to remain here. I love the particle effects. I actually love the little particles from the leaves. The whole system broke when I went from Bedrock to Java. So I had to search for a new door design. And I found this one with lots of observers, like a lot of observers. And this used to work. This used to be a 3x3 door and 3x3 sand door, and it used to work perfectly fine. But now with the newer updates, the top layer breaks. So technically, let me get out. Technically, there was supposed to be another row of sand here, and the whole system would sit one block lower. But for some reason it breaks, and I used the machine as it was, you know, regardless of the fact, oops, I hope I didn't break anything. Oh, I was lucky there. I used the same system regardless of the fact that it wasn't 3 by 3. But because I wanted my door to be 3 by 3, I utilized this this line of blocks. These here, the black concrete, they are part of the system. They are not for decoration. They send a signal to these observers, I believe, or not. I don't know what they do, but they were on the tutorial, and when I didn't put them, the door was constantly breaking. So I'm like, okay, obviously these concrete lines are needed for some reason. And then I realized it doesn't look that bad if I use the concrete line as part of the door. It doesn't look that bad. So it is still 3 by 3, but this is part of the machine. But I'm lucky that it looks well because I put this here and this here, so it creates a line and it's kind of coherent, even though it is a different block and different texture and looks weird. And now we move on to the most important thing that I want to show you and I want to talk about. Well, spoilers, but we will deal with that later. I built this whole place thinking that there would be mountains all around. You know, we will have mountains and this plain area with the town center, and you know, the whole city would be built facing towards the town center, which would be the heart of the place. And when it comes to the storyline of this town, these people wanted to find a safe place because they had some trouble with a certain woman named Luna. And she spawned the Wither and she destroyed everything. And these people tried to find shelter. So they are kind of isolated. They are kind of careful when it comes to where they build and how they do their magic. And well, magic is not allowed, but some people do magic around here. So it made sense to me that they found a isolated place in the middle of a circle of mountains to hide and to be safe and to create a little small, cute, cozy community for them to live peacefully. And they don't want to have many interactions with the rest of the world, both because of the Wither running around and because of the lack of trust that they have now. And I created this storyline to completely forget it, because I built all of this flat and then I continued building flat, and I'm like, wasn't this supposed to be on a mountain? Why? Where is the mountain? And now that I have moved my world and I am from my computer and it's easier, I started building upwards. It is slow, but it is coming. And I don't know if you remembered, this is the hotel. So next to a hotel was, misclick. Next to this hotel was this area. These two Sims 4 inspired houses. And then I thought, this doesn't make any sense. Like, who on the right mind would have a hotel here full of people, a shopping district here, and then two uni houses? How are they called? Two huge houses? We are supposed to have buildings with apartments, and I forgot about that as well. So I moved everything upwards. As you can see, I moved this block. When I say block, I don't mean block, I mean block. This whole area from here to here. And I built apartments. And I also built these buildings, which I have not shown you, but I built them on bedrock, actually. And I didn't manage to do a video about it. So the whole point of it is that this is the magical area, the magical neighborhood. We will have two types of neighborhoods. One on this side and one on this side. This neighborhood will be the more closed one. What do I mean when I say closed? I mean that they like staying at home. They like more introverted type of activities, and they are more private. Let's say that. This is a more private area. They like spending time with themselves, and the more you go towards the mountains, the more you leave this area, the shopping district, the farther away you are from the town center, the more isolated they are. And the whole reasoning behind these houses, sorry for talking this slowly, let me say that. I'm talking slowly because I talk slowly anyways, that is my default, but now I'm really trying to express what I want to say and make it make sense. The whole purpose behind these huge houses is that they don't spend much time in community areas, in parks and in cafeterias and the town center. They don't go there that much. So these people have actually built houses that cater to their needs. They have built huge houses that allow them to do whatever they want without actually leaving. And I'm not saying that implying that they are, they don't like the other people. They do like them, but they just need time on their own. And these houses are introverted, but the more we get towards the mountain, the more mysterious they will be as well. They will have magic spells, they will have rurals that they will do. How are they called? Like, they will have quirky little routines. And we will also have the magic shop. I said magic is not allowed, but we have a few experts. We have a few expert magicians, wizards, let's say. I don't like magicians as a word. A few expert wizards around here who actually know the craft, and they know how to do it without causing any trouble the way Luna did. Okay? We don't want to recreate what Luna did. Now, in contrast to all of this area, this neighborhood, will be more open, more extroverted. It will be, let me get there, it will be next to the cafeteria and the tavern that we have here, the restaurant. This area will also have, we will make like a bowling, how is it called? Like the stores that you go to play bowling. And maybe we will make a gym. I'm not sure. We might make a gym. But these people, they are more extroverted, but not only socially, but with nature as well. They love spending time outside. They love fishing, they love gardening, they love, well, all of them love arts. But you know, it's kind of different making art next to a lake and painting about other people and photographing people, and it's kind of different when you are making art on your porch or on your balcony and you stare at the sky and you paint that kind of stuff. I don't know why I have these two neighbors so different from each other, but the whole reasoning behind it is that, I don't want this place to be diversified. I don't want the difference between these people to be money. And I don't want to have a poor neighborhood and a rich neighborhood. We don't have money around here. I don't know if I have told you that, but this town doesn't work with money. It's not communism. Don't get me wrong. It's not communism. We just don't have money. So I wanted to create a comparison, and I want them to be different, but not in a way that one of them is better than the other. One of them has it worse than the other. I want them to be different when it comes to the character and their way of life. You know, these people live a little bit differently than these people. So they prefer hanging out all together. They prefer communal activities. So their houses will be relevant to this type of living. They will have smaller houses with bigger gardens. They will have more community areas. They will have more parks. And that will colorate to the colors. You know, brighter colors here, darker colors there. And these people, they tend to focus, both like nature, but they tend to focus on experiments and trying to find all the mysteries and the secrets of nature and how they can use that. As I said, how they can use that without the magical part. It's not allowed, but they kind of, where are they? They kind of do it in secret, but it's not allowed. And these people, on the other hand, they are they love nature, and they know a lot about nature, but they don't focus so much on knowing everything, knowing every little secret, like which flower heals which condition and that kind of stuff. They do not search every little detail. They try to live through nature. They try to utilize what is available, like wildly available, and make the best of it. You know, we have a pond, we will build a lake with a fishing pond, and they will go fishing, and they will actually, let me state that very clearly, these are the people that will feed the whole community. That is the best way I can put it. Whereas these people will, I'm talking too much about the lore. I should stop now. These are the people that will cure the community, that will make sure that everything and everyone is safe, and yeah, both equally useful in their own unique and beautiful way. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with all of these. I cannot stop talking. That's why this video takes so long. And I don't want to talk much about these houses. Families live inside. They're not like different apartments, like this is one house, this is one house. They're not like buildings with lots of different apartments. Let me set the time set, night, to show you the most important thing of all of this. I'll take a quick look around to see if you notice it. And I've done that with this area as well. But quick look around. I create story with what you see from the windows. And I'm not saying that these are decorated. This is mildly decorated and not very well done. If you ask me, like if you go here, you will see it's empty. But as you walk past, what you actually notice are the lights. And that's what I have focused on. You see the lights, and you can see, you know, these people are up here, they are doing stuff. You can see that in this house, they are on the top floor, no one is at the bottom, hence it is so dark. So I tried to create a little bit of storytelling, because those houses are empty and they don't serve any purpose apart from being here. But I tried to incorporate some storytelling with the lighting, and I did this here as well. We have different apartments, and the best view is the street view, I shall say. As you walk by, you see no one is here. They are here, probably I imagine the kitchen to be here, because we have this little curtain and it is giving kitchen vibes. And you can see you have a little bit of light at the front. So you know this person is probably not on their bedroom. I don't know, I have put so much thought into this. This person is not inside, or maybe they're sleeping. So I will not describe every single apartment, the story I have behind, based on the lighting, but you can picture it for yourself. You can pause if you like and you can picture stories, or if you ever come here, when I finish this, I would like to have a world download. I don't know if anyone will come here, but if you do come here, I want you to be able to walk around and not just see buildings, because this is an area where we won't be able to put many armor stands, maybe some at the balconies, but the armor stand action will be here at the areas where people will actually go. So I don't want this to be lifeless. I have put so much thought into the lighting of this place. So much thought into the plants that will be on each balcony. So much thought, not just when it comes to the coloring, but I'm like, this person looks like they would have a torch flower. My favorite balcony of all is this one. I really like it because you can see the door is open, so obviously someone is inside, and you can see that there is light here even though it is very dark. Like, no one is inside of the house, but someone is inside of the apartment because the door is open, and there is light on the balcony, and there's just one person sitting here watching the moon. I love that. I love that storyline so much. It's very subtle and nice. I really like it. So you cannot actually get inside of the buildings. You can't. And if you come here, you will just see honey blocks. You will not see something of importance. But what you can do is come inside of this house. We have an elevator. Look at that. I really like this elevator design. I really like this with the flickering lights. And you can either come downwards or go upwards. And let me show you a little secret. As I said, these people do not leave their houses that much. They don't spend much time in cafeterias and in restaurants. But they do feel the need for some communication. Not just communication with life, but they feel the need to communicate with each other and with nature as well. So they have created this whole thing. All of the roofs, all of them are connected. Let me show you around. While I'm walking, I'll just make a tour. You will see planted vegetables, you will see flowers and berries. You will see how each and every one of them has come up to their roofs and they're like, okay, I can use this space. Well, some of them don't have plants, that's fine. It's not for everyone. These are facades, you cannot go inside, but they are the staircases that lead to the central door. So a little detail here, they are all lined up. All of these little rooms are in line with the central door. So it connects with the whole storyline that different apartments, but you can get inside and come up here at the roof. It is for everyone. You know, these people, they go up the stairs and they come from here and they walk and they go to the community area. So let's go up. This is the main place. We have some music. Let's put it on. I love this song. I have selected the songs that actually will go nicely. And this is a sitting area to sit with the rest of the people, you know, relax, drink a beer, watch the moon, the stars, the rest of the city from a safe, private place. You can have the socialization that you need with 2 or 3 other people, but you are safe on the top of your house. I would love that so much to be in real life. I want this in real life. Can we do this? Can we like connect all the roofs and hang out? So this is a little bar with a couple of beers. We of course don't have a barman. You come here and you make your own drink. This is a barbecue. And we have some flowers, some garden areas. We have the vegetables on this side. We have some flowers here. And this is the roof of the other building. Nothing important. But you know, we have these 2 roofs to hang out, make some food, make some drinks, and relax, listening to some lovely, lovely music. I don't know, I think that it would really add in to people's lives if we used these dead spaces on the top of the buildings. Dead spaces that, I don't know, I'm thinking, let me gather up my thoughts and let me sit down. What I'm thinking is, we build all of these buildings around because we need places to stay. And I'm fine with that. But at the same time, I'm not. I really don't like how we are used in real life to just throw buildings around, put deadly prices on them, and be so used and normalize so much people living like that, people living inside of 4 empty walls, 4 white walls. Why can we not do this? What I've done in Lunar Blossoms, you know? If you want the solution to the world, I can give it to you. No, but in all seriousness, I would really love if, whilst designing a city or a town, they would actually cater to people's actual needs. They would actually care not just about them working. They wouldn't just care about them needing roads to drive and go to work or go to school or whatever. They would cater to people's actual needs of interacting with nature, of having something artistic around them, you know, having the space to create stuff, not in the context of gaining money, not in the context of living and eating and sleeping and going to the bathroom and these type of stuff. Have spaces where they can work out, they can have fun, they can discuss. They can discuss about life, about politics, about what they want. They can have, story time nights and get to know each other. And I get that when they are designing the city, because these type of stuff that I'm talking about, they do not help with the production of money and the production of work. They are not important, so they do not invest money in it. I understand that it's not beneficial when it comes to the government and the money that they have to invest to build community areas with potato farms and to build gardens and whatever. But it's not that big of a deal to use the dead spaces for something good. It's not that big of a deal to create buildings that actually look good, that actually feel friendly. Buildings that people will like living inside of them. It's not that big of a deal. I really don't understand why people don't care about this. Personally, I would love it. Even though I am a private person and I don't like to speak with other people, I would love it if I had the opportunity to get on the roof and meet with 10 or 30 people living in my block and, plant some tomatoes together, water the plants. And I know it wouldn't work perfectly and we would have differences, but it is much more centered towards human life, towards I don't know if anything I'm saying makes any sense and if you care about it, but this was supposed to be a small episode, but it does mean so much to me. And the way I built this place is I'm not building a Minecraft place. I'm not building a town, with stores and with houses, and because I have nothing to do. I'm doing this because I'm tired of normal life and I want to see better. I want things to be better. And if things aren't better, I will make them better. I will find a way to create what I need. And this is what I need, even though it is in Minecraft. But, you never know. Maybe one day I will be able to do this in real life. Or maybe you will be able to do this in real life. Yeah. Well, that's it. That's the Lunar Blossom episode. Thank you for watching. I will keep building. I will come back with more episodes of this beautiful place. And yeah, I hope you have a nice day. Bye.